The Timberwolves, they're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, on the court right now for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 slot. Pass to Teague. He feeds it to Korver. Just 5 to shoot. And that one goes long.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here.
Boss is checked in for Atlanta. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He said, whatever you do not get caught up in a run-and-gun type of game. We need to keep the pace under control. They clearly have a lot of work ahead of them today, but time is on their side right now. We'll see how it pans out for them.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Peck. Rebound, Minnesota. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
But, you know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort from them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, both teams can't win. You know, it comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Kevin Garnett was the 5th pick back in 1995. He's had a long, illustrious Hall of Fame career. He was the league MVP back in 2004.
Here's Peck. The 15-footer, good. Boss has got his first points of the game. Timberwolves leading by 10. And Kevin Garnett, a 15-time All-Star guy, over his great career.
And he's always been a team-first superstar. Kevin, very loyal, competitive. You know, never really wanted to be traded away from either Minnesota or Boston because of that loyalty. But a player who just gives his all every second on the floor for his teammates.
Teague dishes to Millsap. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Feeds to Korver. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now the Timberwolves with it. 9-point game. Rubio the pass to Dang, and stolen by Jeff Teague. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Into Millsap, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Minnesota's shooting their first free throws of this game.
Well, this is a club that has hit about 80% of its free throws during the season. Very impressive number.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Kevin Martin.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Here's Schroeder. He kicks to Bazemore. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
That's a 2 from Martin. Good on the jump shot. Martin's got 6.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves.
Ladies and gentlemen.
On tap Wednesday, February 11th, Jeff Teague and the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Boston Celtics. Live from Boston.
And welcome Welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Bennett comes in for Payne. Wiggins is checked in for Gary Neal. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Martin. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Wiggins is out there with Bennett, and it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Muhammad, no luck, and that one's good. Jang's got 6 points in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm. Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. And that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Teague can't hit.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
The feed to Rubio. Timberwolves passing it around. And Muhammad kicks to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Wiggins has got 8 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Teague with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, no question. You look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing of really spreading that ball around.
Beck. That's good. Boss has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
There's a good screen off the pick. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Horford, no luck.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Good. And that's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Outside Teague. Teague left side. Shot from 12. And he gets it to go. Teague's got 4 points this quarter. 8 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And so that brings the first half to a close. But Timberwolves on top, up by 15.
Come on now, guys. We can get back into this game and take these fans out of it. Let's go through that first half. The second half is going to be where we make our mark in this game. And it better be, because we barely showed up in the first half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Atlanta.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one.
I didn't know you were
What's up
still
with
here.
them? When?
I hear you, you know? In all the celebration, we didn't get a chance to really talk. Just wanted to say, I know there's...
It's a business. I'm new, and even I know that. Hey, maybe the change of scenery doing some good. They'll be all right.
I'm sure you've all heard we're going to have some new faces around here. We all know that change is part of the business. Your job is to make the new guys comfortable so that the transition on and off the court is seamless. We rise and fall as one.
Yo, glad you're here. We a tight group, so watch and learn. And when you feel comfortable, do your thing.
Hey, as long as I don't interfere with me doing my thing. I'm just playing, man.